Hi Taurus, welcome to your March 2024 reading. So this is going to be a general spread. Of course, use your discernment. I like to think of general tarot spreads as, just kind of seeds, I guess. Something comes up and it helps you reflect and think on things. And if something's not meant for you, of course, this is also here to help open up your intuition and discernment and all of that good stuff. So leave it if it's not meant for you. I just want to say thank you guys for all of your support the last few months since I've been back. It's been really nice, and thank you guys for all of the super chats. I didn't even know how to, I turned it on and I didn't even know what it was, and they just came through and it was so surprising and nice. So thank you. Hopefully I said thank you to everybody that sent them. That was really nice of you guys. I truly need it and appreciate it. All right, let's get some good news for this month. Let's get some lovely cards. Let's see what the general energy is for Taurus for the month of March, please. Messages that would be helpful for Taurus this month of March. Four of Swords. This is thinking. This is going within. This is reflection. This is rest. There's always a purpose for rest. So if you feel like something should be moving forward, something should be going, I can definitely relate to this. There's a pause for a reason. I think there's a lot of contraction in the world. So if you're feeling it in your life, feeling the frustration, I think things are going to change quite. I'm getting the word volatile. So it can be a good volatile too, kind of like a springboard or like a slingshot, like you're in the back pole of it essentially. Four of Swords though, I feel going within, I feel like will help you make the right choice forward without making any more, I don't know if it's detours, but I just feel like I want to say I'm done with that. And I feel like very absolute, very authoritative, and it's not joking. It's like I don't want to experience that anymore. Haha. It's like no. That's what I feel. I mean, I feel really sharp, very centered when I'm looking at this card. So, messages for Taurus. What's crossing the Four of Swords? The Four of Cups. There's an element here. I feel like tired of being patient, but needing to be patient. This is crossing you. I mean, this is a card of feeling a little bit melancholy emotionally. And it's like, again, it's a similar energy where it's getting centered. I mean, this person's kind of recharging against the tree, recharging in nature, thinking about what, what they have, which I feel like isn't much is what they're thinking. And a blessing here is coming through. So again, this period of a little bit of, I feel, pause, stagnancy. It might even be depression. To me, the depression is kind of like your body, your soul saying we're ready for a change. So if you're feeling that, and I feel like just being able to identify it is important, but I feel like this is what, it just happens before the change comes, and I feel in a big way. This is the Ace of Cups coming your way, which is lovely. Messages for Taurus for March. Hangman. Oh, what did I say about being patient? I mean, this is in the position of subconscious higher self. This is also the path to enlightenment, waiting for the aha moment, waiting for things almost to come to you in some sort of way. It's almost like make it make sense. I feel like on a bigger scale though, like make my life make sense. Open the doors for me. Let me see. I really feel like big gates opening. It's not just a door, big gates opening for you. And I think you're at the point where it's like very welcomed. I'm not afraid of this. I've been waiting for this. It's so obnoxious waiting for this. It's kind of what it feels like. Or maybe you have been, but it's telling me you're getting ready to, as soon as it makes sense or the door opens, you're going to go in that direction fearlessly, even if it means change. Past energy, Seven of Swords. Yeah, there's a change here. Eight of Cups. So this is like energetically being taken from, or this can be a partner that took from you. This can be a thief. This can be somebody that charmed you. This can be a job that's, you know, it's sucking the life force out of you. There's something here in the past where you recognized it though. This is part of the aha moment. Okay, this isn't working. My avatars, or my body, I'm screaming out for change essentially. And the Eight of Cups here is like, I don't know what's around the corner, but this is the thing about this card where I feel like this person's willing to walk through the unknown. It's the emotional pull. It's the need to kind of, it's almost like I'm thirsty. I need to get a drink, so I'll go. I see a mirage over there. I don't think it's a mirage, but you know, it's telling me this way. I mean, you see the moon, it's like there's a gravitational pull in this direction. There's a knowingness. I mean, Pisces season. I feel like, who else? Aries got a really intense reading. Yours is kind of similar, where there's like these intuitive undertones and this personal knowing and you know, tectonic plates of your life shifting. It's a little bit slow. Ooh, yay, Page of Wands. I've never been so excited to see the Page of Wands in a reading, which is great. I mean, this to me feels like breadcrumbs. The universe is like, here's, you know, opportunities starting to peek their way through. I feel like halfway through the month almost. I've been getting a lot of messages about the stock market or just the market in general. If you're looking for opportunities or if you're looking for, obviously be very careful. The old things that you used to be able to kind of bet on, like the tried and true stocks, you know, these things, I mean, there's a flip-flop going on. These things, I mean, this is kind of part of the fall of Rome. It's the big corporations that are bigger and more powerful than countries. So it's not just one country. I mean, yes, I feel like there's a lot involved, and I can talk about this forever, but I feel like this is an opening for, I feel like you know, seeing the changes. So if you were invested, maybe you've been, you know, a long time investor, like waiting for something to move, I feel like you're going to start seeing things move. And I want to say this is like kind of counter advice for anybody, you know, kind of in the financial world is what they'll say. Don't use your intuition. Don't, you know, I feel like this is the time to do that. Interestingly enough, Page of Wands, there's a new direction. You're going to start seeing the sparks, you know, there's going to be something catching your energy where there's hope here is what I feel like. It's like, oh. So, you know, there's like little things. It's like, I feel the messages from the universe confirming things for me. And they can be very, very small. You might maybe even think you're a crazy person for picking up on them, but they do. Numbers on a clock, those are messages. You know, there are things here that are going to guide you towards your 10 of Cups. This is what your power is. I mean, this to me feels like your power is that you're willing to go for it. You're not willing to settle for so-so. You're not willing to settle for, I feel like, the life that, you know, maybe you look at other people. Like I look at, you know, I'm back in where I grew up, and I see people that have stayed here, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I have a hard time relating. And sometimes I wonder why I couldn't, or why I haven't, you know, found a job and stayed in it forever. You know, like how could I? And it's just, obviously it's not part of my path, but there's something here that you're moving on to, and I feel like doors are opening, and I feel like it's a whole new, I mean, freaking paradigm for you. This is the dimension of the heart, essentially, and this is a life allowed to be lived here for you. It's possible. It's in your position of power, so hold this vision. Do not give up. If you're feeling any of this wonky energy that I was talking about before, do not give up. Justice. Oh, I've never been so happy to see this card either. I mean, justice, this to me feels like everything balances itself out. This is pointing to Libra energy, but this to me feels like if there are injustices in your life, if you're dealing with a court case, if you're dealing with imbalanced energy, I mean, I feel like these things should be brought up to the surface, of course, in a loving way if needed with the sword as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's reminding me of this, one of my teachers. You know, as you kind of work in the spirit world, my initial approach was, well, you just send everything love, you know, and it kind of cancels it out like Care Bears. And sometimes it's not how it works. Sometimes you have to kind of pull out the sword if things aren't willing to listen, and cut it off, chop the head off. I mean, that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling here. So again, this can apply to your life. I mean, you have to be really aware of like what needs to be cut off, what needs to be cut out, especially as we go into this intensity. The old things that we used to be okay with, you might be having to alter your diet. You might be having to alter like alcohol. You might have to be altering caffeine. I mean, all of these things are going to be very distortive as the energy increases. Even meat and even like dairy. I mean, these things can be, I'm not against anything whatsoever. I think anything in like small bits, but this to me feels like an extreme need for balance to receive the balance that you need, especially if it's in regards to emotions. So be very, very conscientious about what you need to get your emotions more even, more balanced. What do you need? What do you need? All right, messages that would be helpful for Taurus. This can also be a Libra in your life as well. 8 of Wands, travel, movement, Empress. Oof. The Hermit. Sorry, I'm being dramatic, but I'm over the Hermit for Tauruses. I'm over it. Just F off. The inward work is enough. I understand that we're all kind of changing gears. We have Jupiter, you know, I get it. But the Empress being the outcome, I feel like there's some sort of like silver lining here where you can kind of have this glimpse of truth, I feel like, about yourself. And I think you kind of had to go through this period of what the not self was. And whether it's frustration, whether it's difficulty, it could even be like a small thing in your life that turns everything upside down. And I feel like by this evening out and correcting itself, or a new direction here opening up, thus restoring faith, there's something exciting here to look forward to. I'm seeing movement. Let's clarify some of these, because the Hermit, I mean, this is the spiritual journey. This is the shining light in the dark. I feel like I'm reading for a lot of old souls, people that are kind of like warriors that have shown up. And it's exhausting living in this level of awareness sometimes. Like, I mean, we look at the things that are about to kind of explode. We look at the stock market. I mean, this is about greed. We look at the wars. These are terrible things that shouldn't exist. Nobody wants them anymore. It's such a old thing. It's so yesterday, you know? And it's just kind of peeling back that curtain. That's what a lot of what this month is going to be like. And I feel like we're going to do this as well at ourselves. We really need to peel back our curtain and be honest. Is there anything that we want that we don't need? Really taking stock, what's important? Am I willing to sacrifice this in my life to get that? Because it is a sacrifice in some sort of way. Your time, your life for items, you know. What do you need? What is your purpose? I mean, the Empress just is very, it holds a lot of weight here. It's the strength clarifying it. My goodness. So there's something here you're stepping out of. It's leveling up, essentially. I feel like you have tamed a lot of shit in yourself. I mean, essentially. You've looked at a lot. You've faced it. You haven't run away from it. You haven't, I mean, this to me is definitely let me clarify this one more time. 9 of Cups. This is the energy, you know, I grew up in a town. I grew up on a farm. We grew our own food. My family was the poor family in a very, very rich town. And all my friends growing up, they all have like college paid for, trust funds. You know, it's easy, especially for some of my siblings, to kind of be like, well, why don't we have that? You know, it's not fair. There's something about this energy though, that I'm looking at you, and I feel like there's a path to like self-discovery here that I feel like was necessary. I feel like a very big mission. I'd be curious to know what your life path number is. Mine is 11. That's probably why I'm overseeing the Hermit. Spiritual seeker. I'd also check your Chinese zodiac this year to see how you get along with the energy of the dragon. Because this feels, I mean, looking at this feels like a very beautiful month. I mean, we're kind of rounding out the astrological year in this month, and we're getting ready for that Aries, that fire, that kind of, I mean, Emperor to the Empress here. This is stepping into yourself. Taurus, your birthday's coming up as well. I definitely feel like there's a push to have a direction this month. There's a push to have, it's not even a direction, it can be an aha moment. And it feels like it has to be very authentic. So whatever you thought you need, I feel like you could be surprised. I feel like money you could be surprised with as well. I'm not getting those cards, but I'm seeing like what you need to feel full for a Taurus is money sometimes. I mean, it's that stability, to feel stable. Like I can have this launch pad to do anything. This is what makes you kind of feel like you can be caught a little bit here. For some of you too, I also feel like you could be feeling on top of the world because you are somebody else's wish too, especially if you're out there dating. I mean, you do have the 10 of Cups here, and I'm looking at this 9 of Cups looking kind of in this direction of a strong, very powerful, beautiful, abundant woman. So somebody can be looking at you like you are their wish come true. Could have been looking for this for a very, very long time. The emotional quest here has been the kind of triggering force to get you to go in a lot of paths and directions in life. I know it has for me, for sure. So I could definitely read this energy. Unlike most of the other spreads I've done so far, I haven't been able to really see the thread of relationships here, but I feel like relationships for you in general are such a button pusher when it comes to learning lessons. It's kind of how the universe helps guide you, even in the lack of them. I feel like you thrive really well with them, being appreciated, being loved. It doesn't have to be overtly. It's just that, again, it's like that launch pad where, you know, you have this safe space to come back to. Maybe some of you don't even know what that is. 8 of Wands. Let's see what this 8 of Wands is for Taurus. What's this 8 of Wands? Travel, movement, something coming in quick. 5 of Wands. Blocking. Death. It's interesting, as I'm reading this, I'm getting, again, like markets or like banks. I feel like it's like something's wanting to move. They're trying to prohibit it. There's a death here. There's a changeover, and then there's infinite possibilities. It's interesting that came up while I was pulling these cards. There's definitely a change of the old guard. It's definitely a transformation, a new paradigm. We're entering into the age of Aquarius here, like big time. Aquarius energy here, and I feel like it's almost like very matter of fact. Old things that are old, they get put in the dump. You have to do this internally in your own mind first. I feel like you're going to start seeing the things in the world change over. This is where I get that like flip-floppy energy, and it can be very unexpected. This is a good thing. The Magician is a good thing. Infinite possibilities. I just feel like they come around in weird ways where you think all is lost possibly. Movement comes in, there's a little bit resistance, and it's like big transformation energy and open the door to possibilities. I'm seeing the I didn't think it would be like this though type of energy. Because why else would be the 5 of Wands with with the Death card. It's like, oh, is this it? This is the, huh? That's kind of what it feels like. Let's clarify this 10 of Cups for Taurus. What's this 10 of Cups? Why is this 10 of Cups here for Taurus? The Temperance. Oh. Healing. Healing in the heart. Love. Blessings. Emotional balance being restored. There's something coming in, and I feel like it can be surprising. For some of you, like money, I feel like might be emotionally recalibrating for you. Some of you, it can be like a new relationship. Yes, I definitely see that with the 10 of Cups. This is in your power to be open to it, and to be open to healing with somebody. Yeah, well, I mean, this is something you've wished for, though. With the well, I always get, she's kind of saging herself and, pulling something up deep from the well. I always get kind of cleaning your house, saging your energy, clearing your mind, meditation with this card, but also dreaming a big dream for yourself. You've been digging deep. You've been going very deep to get this fulfillment. Make sure you're ready for it. And that includes having faith and positive attitudes and outlooks. Beautiful reading. Should I clarify this Hermit? I hope you guys know I'm joking when I say, oh, the Hermit. Kind of. Tell me about the Hermit for Taurus. What's this Hermit here? Why is this the overarching theme for this month? The Chariot. Getting quiet so you know which way to go, which way is destiny when that door opens. Numerologically, who was I telling this to? Black equals 11, white equals 11. These two, to me, 11, 11. If you're seeing these numbers, you're being guided through messages, breadcrumbs from the universe. It might come in numbers. It comes in many infinite ways. Know your life path. Get ready to go, though. I mean, this is searching for whatever this changes in your life for a long freaking time. And the Chariot comes in. Two major arcanas on top of each other. These are gonna happen. The Empress, gonna happen. You're coming into your own power, going to happen. Hangman, needing to wait for this moment of enlightenment. So there's all of this, just waiting for the right moment. I mean, you'll know. You'll see it. Don't be afraid to ask. I feel like you're getting to the point where it's like, got nothing to lose. I'm gonna go for it. And that's the energy of aligning with your heart. It feels right. I'm gonna go for it. I want that. I can't continue this way. I want that. Yeah, bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles. Taurus is definitely Jupiter in your energy, Uranus kind of shifting us towards being our own bosses, passion projects becoming the main thing, Okay, let's get a message from the Mystical Shaman Oracle for Taurus, please. What would be helpful for them to hear at this moment in their life? What would be helpful for them to hear? The Heart of the Sky, number 24. Okay. The essence. The heart of the sky is the love force that made all creation possible. This same force is present when you create with originality, when you bring formless to form, or inspired ideas into expression. This primeval force does not know good or bad. It is up to us to provide the clear intention that will guide it to manifest. The heart of sky helps us call in beauty from the invisible world and birth it in the world of matter. Oh, beautiful. The invitation. The heart of sky brings you a sacred reminder. You are a channel for the original energy of creation. Become the paintbrush, the canvas, and the artist, all guided by the heart of sky. Set your intentions ethically and clearly and allow the universe to take care of the details. The medicine. You may feel responsible for everything and everyone. Perhaps you think you have to do it all alone. This takes you into a dark hole where you lose trust in the natural order of the cosmos. Shed your lofty sense of shed your lofty sense of duty and recognize that this is a false prison of your own making. You can open the door and set yourself free in an instant. Wow. Oh, that really resonated with me. I just moved back to where I grew up. I haven't lived here since high school because my mom wasn't doing so well, and now I found out my dad's not doing so well. So, you know, it becomes this, it's a pleasure to be here, but it's also weighty, you know, it's also, I mean, it's that contraction that I feel like we are all on some level, in some way experiencing. I feel like there's like a silver lining though. I feel like there's a shift here. There's definitely though a personal change that is very uncomfortable with these cards. This to me feels like I feel like laying my faith on the doorstep of the universe and letting it go. Knowing that everything is in divine order. This is just how it's supposed to be. It always evens out. Everything always works out for me. And repeating that for yourself. I mean, we're here to have the full spectrum of the human experience, to overcome things here. To move forward, to go within. I mean, you've just really been going through a period of a lot of going within. So you can see this though, the 10 of Cups. I mean, these are, you really have some lovely cards here. It's all not for nothing. Don't give up. Don't lose faith. If you're feeling the heaviness, I mean, this sounds, you know, stupid, but you know, watch something funny. Watch silly cats on YouTube. All right, I'm rambling. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate all of the love and support that you've given me over the years. I can't tell you how much personal growth I've developed, you know, and been shared with through clients over the years through this channel. So I want to thank you. If you want a personal reading from me, again, that information is in the description box, as well as my email. Feel free to reach out. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your month, Taurus. I'll be back soon with another reading. All right, take care.